it has been a long time coming, judging from the current state of the Zimbabwean economy. Inflation is high, their currency is battered, prices of goods and services have skyrocketed. If we zoom in on their currency, the Zimbabwean dollar, it has lost nearly 75% of its value to the dollar this year alone. And that's why the central bank made this decision that was awaited with bated breath. Now we have a new currency, the ZiG, that is backed by gold and other foreign currencies. And the central bank says they have reserves of up to $285 million. So what's happening currently is banks and other financial institutions are recalibrating their systems and rebasing their current balances. And the central bank governor, who assumed his role a month earlier than expected, says that a couple of changes will be coming. And part of these changes is, one, to ensure that the Zimbabwean currency does not die, but also to stabilize it so that they can have some stability in the prices of goods and services.
And just talk us through some of the other key decisions the central bank's been making and their expected impact on Diro.
First of all, he has cut rates from a high of 130% to 20%. This was the highest rate in the world, but wasn't the highest in Zimbabwe. We've seen highs of 200%, which makes lending extremely hard and makes it harder for the private sector to borrow, invest, and even grow. Other changes will also include all businesses required to pay taxes by at least 50% using the local currency to inject some form of transactionability into their currency. Because if you look at the Zimbabwean dollar, which is being phased out right now, it's only used for 20%, which is to pay utilities and smaller transactions. Majority of the transactions are done using the US dollar. And because of these changes, the central bank is anticipating that inflation might ease to about 2 to 5% by the end of the year from a high of 55%. The goal here is to inspire confidence in the market and in the people. But that's an uphill task. And until they do that, this is just another currency transition from Zimbabwe, like they did with the gold coins, the digital tokens, and slashing a couple of zeros from their previous currencies.